Hey, we're gonna be making some homemade pizza. So these are the ingredients for your pizza dough, and here we have the ingredients for your topping. Now, get your measuring cup ready. Now we need 3 quarts of a cup of water. Just get it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. We don't want that water to be too hot. Just just warm enough to be able to pour the yeast in it. Just get the water out once it's warm. Make sure it's not too hot, and then just pour 1 tablespoon of yeast in it. Then just stir. Make sure you mix it very well. Once you mix it, just put it back in the microwave. Don't microwave it, just leave it inside and let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. You're going to see the foam. It's going to look like this once it's ready. So just about 5 minutes after you let it sit for about 5 minutes. Then pour all the other ingredients. So tablespoon of oil, then 1 teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of sugar, and we're gonna be using 2 cups of flour. However, just pour 1 cup and 3 quarts first because you're gonna be adding a little more flour at the end after you're mixing it. So just do 1 and 3 quarts first and start mixing. Then as you mix, you're gonna notice that you may need a little bit more of flour. So just start adding little by little until you get this the consistency. And you have to use your hands to do this job, so don't be afraid to get a little dirty right here. Then you need to do this for about 5 minutes. Once you're done, just get a plate, pour some oil on the bottom before you put your dough on it, just to make sure that it's not going to stick on the plate. And put a little oil on the top of it as well. That's just to make sure that it's nice and oily, top and bottom. And you're gonna let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes. You're gonna notice that it's gonna start growing, so you can put it in the microwave, and it's a dark place to sit. Now we're just gonna mix the tomato sauce. So that'll be your Italian sauce with the tomato paste. Just mix them together, and you can add a little water. It can't be too thick, so it needs to be um, liquid enough for you to be able to pour it onto the pizza. Once you have that ready, just make sure you get some of this butter spray and spray your pan just to make sure that your dough is not going to stick on it. Then 45 minutes later, here we have the dough. Now we see that it growed a little bit, so just place your dough into the pan. And if you get any holes in the pizza, that's not a problem. Just make sure that you cover them. Just kind of like play with the dough the way that that you don't have any holes, because that could affect your final product. Then just pour a little bit of oil once you have everything set up. Spread the oil all over the dough. As I said, with the holes, just make sure that you don't have any. And then you can add your pizza sauce. Just make sure that you have enough to cover the whole thing. And there you can add your cheese. Make sure you preheat your oven at 425. Add the cheese. Add your toppings. In this case, we used ham, mushrooms, and pineapple. And a little bit of extra mozzarella cheese. Now, we also added a little bit of garlic oil. So just take 2 or 3 cloves of garlic and blend that with oil. And just pour maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons over your pizza before you put it in the oven. There is the extra cheese. Nice and pretty. And here's your garlic. Just blend it till you have a nice liquid garlic oil. Pour a couple or 3 tablespoons on the pizza.